So here's a remarkably obnoxious demo on how to use sound to characterize a cooperative link. And so actually right now this is a non-cooperative link. I've got some transmitter that's over there across the room. Sending over here, pretty high power. Basically, going back to that scope like before, there's a bunch of green. Green is good. Green means go. So what I can do now is turn on the really obnoxious mode, which will produce two different sounds. It'll produce one pitch, the main pitch that you're hearing there, when it receives a good packet, a good header and a good payload, it'll produce that sound. It produces a sound slightly lower than that, which it sounds like those little hiccups that you hear occasionally. I'll be quiet for a second. Those little glitches, those are when it's receiving something that failed checksum. The payload had some bits flipped in it, and but the header was correct. And so for our cooperative link, that's when negative acknowledgments are sent to try to trigger cooperation. So now what I'm going to do is, you can hear it changing as I walk around and change the fading environment. I'm going to lower the transmit power of our source here, and then you can hear it flatline. So now we're in a completely different pitch. That lower pitch, looking back at the scope, see how green's all but gone? There's just a little bit of green left. Okay, that's because almost every packet that's being received is generating a negative acknowledgement. Alright, that's what all those pinks are. Those are all negative acknowledgements, and there's just not that much green that's there. So now, in this current state, let's get the relay involved and see if we can get some of that higher pitch back again. So here I've got this relay antenna and this very long RF cable over to my relay node over here. And so, there we go. I've plugged in the relay. You hear all that crazy sounds that are happening. You can see over there's a bunch of blue. It means the relay's transmitting quite a bit. And there's more green. Basically that glitchy sound is good. It's sort of a Geiger counter for cooperative success. That it sort of depends on where I put this relay to. And that's the other thing. I mean, look how important fading is here. That if I just tilt this relay antenna a little bit, all bad, lots good. All bad, lots good. You can see the same effect up there on the scope. There's lots of good, and here's bad. It should update here in a second. Almost no green. So here, that's how you simultaneously debug cooperation and also go insane.